Hi and welcome to WoW at Daily Life. This is Jason Third Power. Thanks for joining me today. Haven't made a video in such a long time. I am leveling up a monk and I'm loving it. Right now I'm spec for tank and healing. Right now I am tanking spec for questing, and I'll switch over to healing if I'm doing any instances and whatnot. Healing by far is the shizness of all healing classes I've played. This is by far the best one in my experience, just because it is very active, and you play a huge role, obviously, because you're healing. But there's a lot to do while you're in this spec with this class. It is a bit tricky at first to keep everyone up, but after you get key skills, you will have the best time of your life. Trust me. This class definitely coming back to WoW, having been out for over 8 to 10 months, was very refreshing. The monk class is a very active class, like I said, as far as healing goes. For example, the monk class, uh, it has introduced combat healing, which is exactly what it is, combat healing. You have to do a lot of DPS in order to heal your comrades. You have to get a combat rotation down, and you can DPS and heal throughout the whole instance. You're keeping up all your mana up with certain depending on your rotation, and you can keep up everybody up. I mean, if it gets pretty heavy, maybe you have to back off and do some intense healing. But aside from that, you can just DPS the whole way through like you're playing normally, and heal everybody. It's great. Or you can just lay back and AoE heal your teammates. But basically, you just refresh your AoE ticks to keep your parties up. You really have to play the class to understand somewhat what I'm talking about. And that is what I was doing for the majority of my leveling with the monk, but finally I just reached level 80 not too long ago, and instancing wasn't really working out. All I did before then was instant grind the entire time. For all of you that are not familiar with Warcraft terminology, instant grinding is when you group up with random folks and complete a dungeon, um, or a dungeon slash event, whatever you want to refer to it. I did that a poop load of times until I reached level 80. And when you reach level 80 or 78, I'm not sure exactly which one of those two, but you can start the Cataclysm quest lines, which take you to 5 new locations. That's where I am now, one of those new locations. Um, I stopped instance grinding because it's not an effective way to leveling for me right now. I noticed that there's just a lot of variables that will slow your grinding down, as far as grinding with the instances with dungeons, whatever you want to call it. Not getting much gain in my leveling bar at the end of my session. I only play for about an hour, and there are too many things that are out of my control that slow me down. If you're the team that you have, you got a weak link there and it's slowing you down, or you got a tank that is new, and doesn't know where to go. I mean, I understand that you got to start somewhere, but that can slow you down, or you wipe too many times, that can slow you down. The party this breaks up, and you got to start all over again. And well, there goes 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever time you just spent there. You could have been gaining XP somewhere else. For example, when you only have an hour to play, you want to get the most out of your game time and push through your level as fast as you can. So I started questing it again, and since all the quests are pretty concentrated together, completing quests gets to be you complete them very quickly. You don't have to travel across the continent to get them done. They're just boom, 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 and you're good to go. Since I'm questing now, I have switched over to Brewmaster spec. It is a tank spec for the monk. It isn't as high as DPS as the I think it's the other spec. It's a DPS spec. It's not as high as DPS, but what you can do with it is you can gather many mobs, and you can gather them up all together and knock them all out at the same time. The reason it didn't go DPS spec while questing is because I can gather them up, quickly, and get them all out with very little difficulty. Assuming you aren't a WoW player, the terminology mobs means attackable non-player objects, usually monsters. Just so you know, and in further times that I say mobs, you'll know what it means. Just saying. This has been J to the Third Power. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Hit the like button if you like what you saw. And come back next time for another edition of WoW, A Daily Life. And see you next time.